What's up, guys? This is Diego, and I am a professional trader. And today we're going to talk about the best way to use RSI. I'm going to show you 3 examples where RSI was very helpful to me in order to take a trade. And it can be used for any trading style because I'm going to show you a swing trade example, a day trade example, and a scalp example, and all of them are very recent. One is from yesterday, another one is from last week, and the last one is also from the last week. That means that we get plenty of opportunities every week, every month, and this particular strategy, this particular approach can be useful very, very often in many situations. So I want to start with the first one, with the scalp opportunity, the freshest one, the one that I took yesterday. So yesterday we were in this range, which now we are breaking, by the way, because as you can see, we broke the trend line. So I think it's pretty likely at this point to reach this high, but that's another topic. So yesterday we were around here, and I thought to myself, well, we are basically a downtrend. Low, lower high, lower low. So I was expecting lower. I was expecting some kind of lower high around here, from around the 618, from this high to this low, in order to create another lower high and drop again and go from there to take this low. And for me, in order to take a trade, I need the time to be right. So for example, yesterday we were a New York session, and we know that New York session offers the best and the clearest trades. So yesterday I was looking for that lower high, like I said, right here. And the way I use the RSI is only on the 15-minute time frame. So let's take a look at the 15-minute time frame. So I was waiting, like I said, for this area above this high that we put on the morning, above this high that we put in the morning. So I was waiting for this area to create a lower high. And as soon as we got there, I checked the RSI, and as you can see, the RSI was hitting perfectly the 70 resistance. I mean, it doesn't have to hit it perfectly. It can even be a little below it like this one, or a little bit higher like this one. That's okay. But what really matters to me is that it needs to be around the 70. And for me, that's a really big confluence, you know. But I don't trade the RSI alone. I don't just take trades randomly every time the RSI hits the 70 or the 30, which is the support. No, I need confluence, I need a plan. And because I already had the plan, the RSI helped me to give me confluence. So as soon as I saw that it was a resistance, I checked the market structure on the 5 minutes. And how I usually do is I enter as soon as we break market structure. In this particular situation, the low I was looking for to break was this one. So as soon as we broke that one, for me it was a short, and take profit was down here. And these approaches, this and these trades, these types of trades work so well. So let's go on the second example. Again, 15-minute time frame because it was pretty recent. We're talking about this low right here. And I was waiting for a higher high to come compared to this high, simply because we had the monthly low at the time that we hadn't taken yet. And because we had that above us, which contained so many stop losses, I knew that the algorithm wanted to take it. So I was looking for a long, my bias was bullish, And for me, the best place to look for a long was below these lows right here, the lows of this range. And as soon as we took all the lows, I checked the RSI, and as you can see, the RSI was very close to the 30, which gave me much more confidence to enter. And then the rest is history. We took the previous day high and the monthly high, even if we long around here, talking about good percentages here, you know. And this was the second example, which was a day trade example. The first one was a scalp because it was a 2%, basically, 1.5-ish. The second one was a day trade. And the first one, still from the last week, it was a swing trade because it gave a 25-ish%. Look at this beauty, 25%. And if you watch my previous videos, this is a move I not predicted, but I was fully aware of the possibility. So it's not that it was a 25% out of nowhere. No, not at all. I was fully aware of this possible scenario. And also, I was kind of expecting it. So let's take a look at the bottom. The bottom of the move was here. This low right here. This is the 1 hour time frame. Let's go on the 15-minute time frame. And here we had the previous day low right here. And the way Bitcoin works, very often, it doesn't simply go down and reverses. No, it's very tricky. Very often it goes down and then it forms a range. And then a few hours later, it takes the low again to stop people out and reverses. It does this over and over again. If you're longing or if you're shorting, same principle. And in this particular situation, we had the previous day low here. And then as you can see, we formed this range and then we took the low. We stopped people out and we bounced immediately. At that point, I checked the RSI to see if it was at 30 or something else also that I pay attention to in this situation is divergence. So I want to see that the RSI compared to the first low is higher in this particular situation, as you can see, meaning that we have much less momentum on the second low, which means that the move has lost strength, basically, and needs to retrace or reverse depending on the context. In this particular situation, the context was pretty bullish, so we reversed. But very often we get these scenarios where we put a low first and it goes pretty deep into the RSI support and then range, and because they lost momentum, the second low is not able to follow through and continuing down, and the momentum is much less. We can see here, these lows are almost equal, and the RSI here, lower low, higher low. And because of that, for me, that was enough to enter. Like I said, you don't trade the RSI alone. You need confluence, you need context. You need to understand where the market wants to go. It's not just you check the RSI and you blindly enter. But it can really give you such big confluence. And that's it for today. If you like the video, subscribe, leave a like, leave a comment, and thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time.